Welcome to Teddy Physics. Today our topic is pressure. So pressure is defined as force per unit area, right? So I want to explain this pressure concept by an example. So see this fingers more. So I'm going to apply a 10 Newton of force. Again I'm saying I'm going to apply a 10 Newton of force, okay, through this pen on the surface of my screen like this. I'm going to apply 10 Newton of force. How many Newton? 10 Newton like this. Okay, you can see that my force acting on a small dot, a very small area like this, small area. So in the first case 1, so applied a 10 Newton of force, right? On its area is how much? Very small, a small area. Like let me take this one is 1 mm, like 1 mm square, meter square, millimeter square. So area is so meter square. In the case 2, same phenomena, but I am going to apply same 10 Newton, but through back side like this. So you can see the area will be like this, a huge circle, big circle, this one like this. So case 2, the pressure is given as 10 Newton divided by, so more area now. Let me take this is a 10 mm square like this. Okay. So how this area you are writing, sir, means it's a circle area, ma? Okay, area of a circle like that I am taking. I am assuming a very small amount only. Okay, so in this case 1 mm square, in this square 10 mm square. You can see here when the area is increased, the pressure is automatically decreased. So 1 Newton per millimeter square. Here you can see the pressure is 10 Newtons per millimeter square. You can see here, right? So what from this conclusion we can understand that when the area is decreased, when the force applying area is decreased, then automatically pressure will increases. What is this pressure meaning? I mean literally if you want to know means penetration. So how much it is going into our skin. So in the first case the more penetration will happen. More pressure means more penetration, it will go like this because the area is very less. The second way, less penetration only. So because area is more, that's why it is less penetrating. Okay, so that is pressure here. And what about atmospheric pressure? And before discussing atmospheric pressure, we need to discuss about units also. So what are the units of pressure, Mo? Units of pressure. So first we will discuss SI unit of pressure. So pressure is defined as force per unit area. So force units, SI unit is Newton, per area units is meter square, Newton per meter square. So this Newton per meter square can also be called as Pascal, a scientist name. Okay, like this. Or what are the units of CGS units? CGS units is, so if you want CGS units means simple. Again, for pressure is defined as force per unit area. Force I am going to write in terms of dynes, per area I am going to write in terms of meter square. So dyne per centimeter square is the CGS unit of pressure. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about atmospheric pressure. So atmospheric pressure means what? Atmospheric pressure. So it is a pressure of earth atmosphere. Simple and plain, ma, it is a pressure of earth atmosphere. For example, if I keep a cap here, so what will happen here? The molecules around this, here we are having earth atmosphere, right? So the molecules they will constantly they will strike this cap like this. They will strike, but we cannot able to see them with our eye, but they are constantly striking this cap like this in all directions. So the molecule coming like this, the force F on area A. So force per area gives pressure here. Okay, but this force who is applying there? This force is applying by air molecules, atmosphere. Okay, so that is why we are calling it as an atmospheric pressure like this. So it's a pressure of earth atmosphere. So it is a pressure of earth atmosphere. So what is this atmospheric pressure means? It is simply depends upon weather, ma. So if you are having different types of weather means automatically different types of atmospheric pressure will happens, and it also depends upon elevation. Okay, so if you go upside, I mean if you go to the Mount Everest like this heights, so automatically the pressure will varies there. And what is this 1 atmospheric pressure at normal STP, normal standard conditions? What is this pressure means? The atmospheric pressure is defined as, so atmospheric pressure is defined as 1.013 into 10 power 5 Pascal. So this is the normal atmospheric pressure. Okay, general, like everything is cool like that situation. So 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to 1.013 into 10 power 5 Pascals. Okay. Now we will discuss about atmospheric pressure in we will discuss about pressure inside a fluids. Okay. So now I am going to consider a cylinder here like this, and now the cylinder is being filled with water or some fluid like this, whatever you may take like this. Okay. So this is a cylindrical cylinder, right? Okay. Now I am going to assume an imaginary surface here, imaginary surface here, like a circular, because since it is a cylinder, 3-dimensional, it is a circle will come. So imaginary surface, like a plate like that, imaginary. I am going to assume here like this, a surface here. Now what are the forces acting on this plate? If you see here, so there is one force acting on this plate. So because this total water molecules will apply a force downward like this. Okay, because these water molecules are being attracted by earth, gravity. So this is Fg, gravitational force of these total molecules applying downwards. So gravitational force of these water molecules applying downwards on area. What is this area? Let me take this area is A. So gravitational force of these water molecules on this area gives us pressure. Okay, hydrostatic pressure, you can call it as like so hydrostatic pressure at what point? That is very important. Okay, pressure will come, but hydrostatic pressure at this point only, at this point only. But so what about this point means automatically it will changes. Okay, we can find out. Okay, so the pressure at this point is equal to, what is the force? Fg divided by area A. So gravitational force, okay, what generally force formula is what from the Newton's second law? Force is defined as mass times of acceleration. So mass of the water clearly I am saying above the imaginary surface. So mass of the water above the imaginary surface times of acceleration due to gravity divided by A. Again I am saying here I put mass of water only, but this mass of water above the surface, this water. Okay, so mass of water again we can write in terms of densities and volume. So density is equal to mass by volume, we already know this one. So that implies mass is equal to how much more? Volume into density, right? So mass of the water I am going to write it as volume of water, this volume of water, okay, times of density of water, times of G divided by A. Okay, so the volume of water, this volume of water, how you can write more? This volume of water, so this is the area A times of H gives us volume, right? So volume is defined as area times of height for a cylinder, area times of height like this. So these many times areas will place means we can get volume like that. Okay, so volume of water again I am going to write as area times of height. Here H means water, this H. So area times of height into density of water into acceleration due to gravity divided by A is the pressure here. So area will get cancelled. So pressure is equal to H dg, or simply sometimes we can call it as H rho g like this. So this is what? This is not just a normal pressure, this is an hydrostatic pressure. So hydrostatic pressure at a point. So if you take this point here, what is the hydrostatic pressure means? From H height, H dg like this. Okay, so this is the hydrostatic pressure. So let me show you one example here. So this is the same cylinder like this, is filled with water like this. Okay, now at this point what is the hydrostatic pressure? If I ask, what you will say? Simple, from the surface of the liquid, to at this point we have to find height. So this is height H, and what is the density of this liquid? Okay, it is a water means density of water, if it is a kerosene means density of kerosene like that. So density of the liquid, okay, times of acceleration due to gravity. So pressure at this point is equal to H dg, height from the surface, time, density and acceleration due to gravity. So then what is the total pressure? Because here atmosphere also there, atmosphere air molecules will continuously they will bang the surface, sir. So atmospheric pressure also must have to be add, sir, means yes. So this is normal pressure, hydrostatic pressure like this. But if you ask what is the total pressure acting out this point, means P total pressure. P total pressure means hydrostatic pressure plus atmospheric pressure. So here we are having an atmospheric pressure, here atmospheric pressure. So this is the total pressure acting at this point. You can discuss like that. Okay. So now, is the pressure is a scalar quantity or a vector quantity? Answer is very simple. Pressure is scalar quantity. Okay. So what about the dimensions of pressure? Very simple, ma. So dimensions of pressure are, so if you take dimensions, pressure is defined as force per unit area, right? So force dimensions is what? I don't know, sir. Then write mass times of acceleration times of area, no issues. Okay. So what are the mass dimensions? M power 1. What is the acceleration dimensions? L power 1 t power minus 2 divided by area dimensions, what? L power 2. So which is comes as m L power minus 1 t power minus 2 is the pressure dimensions of pressure. Okay. So this is it, dimensions of pressure. Thank you for watching.